Hello, welcome to this video. We are from MacBox Capital. My name is Michael Chu. Today, we are going to talk about the stock market, which may have been signaling a bullish pattern right now. All materials shown here are for informational purpose only. They're not investment advice. We continue to focus on sharpening our skills. Right now, we want to focus on what to buy and when to buy. So when looking at the general stock market direction, Nasdaq, and we're going to start from about a few weeks ago. And what we saw was we saw a gap down here. So this week was a big test for a lot of investors, and it rebound 4 days in a row. Then the week after, it came back and test again the 10-day, the green line, and the pink line here, 21-day moving average. And then it does that again on Friday. So, and then this week it started out again really choppy, right? And it tests 10 and 21 day again on Tuesday. But notice on Friday, by the end of the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even on Friday on the down day, which is a really good sign here because this is the first down day where it actually closed above the green line, which is the 10-day moving average. So, you know, this week right here, 3 weeks ago, it's a strong rebound week, and after that such a fast rebound, like and hitting new all-time high right here, we are digesting these gains here, right? And this choppiness in the last 2 weeks really tests investors' patience. But from a technical standpoint, you can see clearly we are starting to get out of this choppiness, right? Based on the last few days' action. So my take on this is that we are going to start to see a nice uptrend moving forward. But again, don't be surprised if it comes back and tests the 10-day once again, because the market or stock market likes to test the short-term moving average constantly, even as it moves up. So those are things to watch for. So like I said, I think the summary here is that we have tested 10 and 21 days moving average multiple times in recent few weeks, right? Obviously, we have this big test down here 3 weeks ago near the 50-day, which is the red line. So, but the final take on this, based on the last few weeks' action, is that we are seeing higher lows as well. So as it move up slowly, we are seeing higher lows here, and we're also seeing higher highs, right? So now we make a new high. So those are really we are still continuing short-term bullish trend right now. S&P 500, we're going to see a very similar chart. You see this, gap down here, rebound, and then the one difference between S&P, which really indicate that this may be the leader of the current market, which is it doesn't test the 21-day as much, right? It constantly, and also even the 10-day, the green line here. Notice where all the down days are. The red, this red here, the pink bar signifies a down day, and each of those down days are pretty much above the 10-day moving average. Again, it does come back and test the 10-day, but the good sign is it's constantly trying to stay above it, right? So as this green line continue to trend upward, we are going to see the market continue to hopefully find support as it goes. So this is a very good sign for S&P, and it did make a new closing high on Friday. So that's another good sign. Now the Russell 2000, obviously, we've been following it. It's been struggling, for quite a while now. A lot of recovery stocks are small caps, and they are, not moving as well as the mid cap and large caps. And so, but we have the same action here. We have 4 down day rebound, and then what we saw was this stalling action here. And so, based on that stalling action, this was a Thursday and Friday. You see where it closed, it went below 10-day. You know, we weren't sure whether it would continue this downtrend at that moment, right? But it didn't, which is a good sign. So over the next 2 weeks, as you can see, it's just very choppy. It's like this green line, it's almost flat, which is the 10-day moving average. And you can see it, one day is below it, one day is above it, one day is below it, one day is above it. Here we have a couple of days here, a few days here that is above it. And notice it tried to come to close to the 50-day moving average, which is the red line. It obviously couldn't get there, came back down again this week, and you can see on Tuesday, Wednesday, it went below it. Thursday, same thing, but it rebound by end of day Thursday to close above 10 and 21 days. So that's a very interesting converging signal here, because the green line is 10-day, the pink line is 21-day, and you see how they're closing in on each other and really tight. Right now, they're pretty much close to each other. And notice Thursday and Friday, it broke out above it. So that is quite a bullish sign, based on this indicator. So now we are really close to the 50-day moving average, and we're gonna see, either it will fail in the coming week to go above it, and then drop back down, or it's gonna have a really strong power and just power through this 50-day, and we might see a breakout, from this index. And that could be a really good sign for recovery stocks and small cap stocks. So something to watch out for. It does look like all this choppiness around here and this downtrend around here. I do see that, the index has a high probability of breaking out right now, just because it really have shaken out a lot of investors who are either impatient, but like I said, this, and it make a new closing higher. So that's in this trend here, right? So this is a really good sign. But it didn't close near the top of the range. I would like to see that, but it didn't. So it shows that the investors are still hesitant to go full board on the small caps. But watch for this. It might just, again, if 50-day, it's going to get challenged here, and I think this week will be a telltale sign where it closed by the end of the week. So something to watch out for. So you know why is this video have the title, stock market showing a bullish signal? Well, first of all, as we just saw, all the indexes are at new recent closing high. That's really, really strong signal. The second signal that we will see is that we are starting to see many stocks are being, moving above their 10-day moving average, trending outward, breaking out bases, or some of them are lagging and they're building the right side of the base. But the key is that there's more and more groups of stocks that are showing strength. So and now we are in the middle of the earnings season, so it's still probably another couple of weeks, before most stocks have reported. But we are way past the middle, so the market going to recent new high shows that they're happy with the earnings results so far. Now, as we saw in the last few weeks, we see a lot of volatility in some stocks. And so, again, you still have to be mindful. If you own a stock that hasn't reported yet, it could be volatile. And our research is based on 6 general sectors here: technology, retail, industrial, commercial, health, commodities, energy, and financial and real estate. And so we're going to jump into the stocks chart soon. But I just want to highlight the number of groups that are showing strength in each sector, and it has broadened quite a bit since 2 weeks ago we did a video, and you can see it range from, like, in technology we see computer software, special enterprise, database, more enterprise, financial, security, data storage are more of a recent move here. Computer tech services, the electrical semiconductor, they're really, really strong right now. We have the fabless chip maker, the equipment maker, the manufacturing guys. All 3 groups are showing incredible strength right now. Internet content has been lagging quite a bit, but you still see a couple of guys, but it has suffered a pullback recently for most of the stocks in that group. And then we have some telecom also showing strength here. So this is a really good sign. Retail, I wish it would have shown more stocks, but it has broadened a little bit, but it wasn't. For example, the retail restaurants group that we highlight has suffered a pullback in this current recent week, so it's not shown on this week. But I think the retail sector, may be also affected by the Delta variant news, and the masking, starting to come back and all that, but it's still generally pretty healthy. It's just not as bullish as the tech. I think by far the tech is definitely the bullish sector, the most bullish sector right now. So, even some recovery stocks like leisure gaming, MGM and Penn are showing some strength. So we see some building products here, apparel, shoes, apparel, clothing manufacturing, cosmetics have been pretty strong as well. The airline, again, like some of this recovery group, I thought maybe it could show more strength, but it hasn't. So there's still hesitancy. So watch the Russell 2000 for retail and recovery stocks. Industrial and commercial, this group, this sector has done better this last week, and it has broadened more, right? So we're seeing more groups here: aerospace, defense, building construction, heavy construction, market research, outsourcing, staffing, containers, packaging, diversified operations, electronic parts, machinery, general industrial, security, safety, and transportation truck is showing really strong patterns right now. The health sector, has been doing pretty decent in the last few weeks as well, which is surprising. It's not like super bullish in terms of how, usually we would see more stocks in each group, but this is, again, decent accumulation type of pattern, and we're seeing, ethical drugs, outpatient home care, and the products group, research equipment, services. The commodities energy has been lagging. Definitely the most lagging group. We haven't seen much accumulation. We've seen some little bit of strength in the alternative energy sector and the solar sector, but again, it's still fairly weak. The oil and gas definitely has been lagging the most. But we are seeing, a little bit of accumulation in this integration group. Financial real estate has been showing also more strength in the last week. We're seeing more groups being broadening out. Banks, foreign banks, money center banks, super regional banks, regional banks in the west, southwest, building. Again, it's not super strong, but we're seeing a few stocks under accumulation: commercial loans, consumer loans, credit card payment, investment banker, broker, investment management, insurance life, insurance property, real estate. And this is a really strong group right now as well. So we're going to jump to the chart right now just to show you a hint of like what's been happening in the stock market. You can see right now, this is Lightspeed. Again, so we're going to go from technology all the way down to the financial sector as we scroll through the charts. I just want to show you, right? As the stock market are starting, the indexes, remember, the indexes are just starting to hit new highs right now. But the stocks, some of the stocks are already broken to new highs, right? They tend to follow the general market. And you can see, we have this big consolidation here, and it broke out, and now it's hitting new highs, right? So again, we're going to see the same pattern all the time. We see this base forming, and then we see this 10-day green lines, trending upward. And so this is like, again, it's still in the base. This is SC Commerce, Alancian team. Again, this is in the special enterprise group. You can see, it broke out after the earnings, and now it's starting to move up, right? And here's a 10-day line. This is a new relic. This is in the database group. Again, very nice. A lot of the stocks have reacted from the earnings news, and then which is a good sign, and then they continue to move up. Those are really good sign of the market rally as well. Here's another one, right? Earnings, came out, and there's a strong move here for Datadog. Paycom software is still in a huge base right now. It's near a traditional buy point right now, where it was the previous high, 4,471. So again, really strong. Again, you can see it move after the earnings, right? So a lot of stocks are reacting very positively to the earnings. And the worst thing you want to see is they have good earnings and forecasts, and then they went down. But that's not the case for a lot of stocks. So this is a really good sign of this current market rally. So this is PayCD, really nice trend. Zoom Info broke out as well. Coinbase. Obviously, Coinbase hasn't done as well as since the IPO, and the one thing is, we see this loose action here since the IPO, and then in recent weeks and months, you can see the action are tightening, which showing this means that behind the scene there's probably a lot of accumulation because the price is not falling further, and obviously someone is supporting at this level. So now we're starting to see it, it broke out above the 50-day and the 10-day right here. And so we're going to see, potentially a bigger move going forward. Like, if this were to be a breakout here at 261. So it did hit that, but it bounced back below it on Friday. So watch for this stock. I think, there's lots of bullishness analysts who really like this stock right now, given the trend of crypto in the long term. Intuit definitely continue to show strength. This has been an uphill trend for a while now. This is Fortinet, which we did see this big pullback here. Look, notice where it closed, right? It closed at the top, even though it shake out a lot of investors here who maybe have a stop loss. Set, and but it came back right away, and that's a bullish sign. And then you can see the next day it just power higher. uh McAfee, just recently broke out as well. So this is data storage, which has shown a lot of strength in recent last week, and part of it is the earnings results here. You can see, and then it follow through in the next few days. So that's a good sign for it. And this is another. This is a computer tech service. Um, you know, broke out right here with a cup and handle pattern, and it's trending upward now along the 10-day moving average. Oops. Globe. Again, same thing. This is also in computer tech services. Proficient. This one, really strong uptrend, right? It went up, then really tight here, and then it moves up, nicely right now. Really strong uptrend. You can see this green line just shooting up in that direction. Of AMD, lately there's been a lot of talk about AMD becoming a meme stock. It's not fair to say that because this is a big market cap. This is a 133 billion market cap. Sure, if retail investors start to pile in, it may cause this move. But obviously, it's not just retail investors because this is a large cap stock. It's very hard to move it so fast. There's obviously some sort of institution accumulation. And but right now it is pulling back a little bit. But overall, like it could pull back all the way to the 10-day. And then before we see another move. So something to watch out for. Seva. So now we start to get into the electrical semiconductors, and you can start to see, like, again, very strong action. All the 10 days are sloping upwards. This is another one. It's just really nice charts. These are probably the strongest charts I've seen. Again, the electrical semiconductor, NVDA right there, Rambus. So all these stocks are really showing strong. This one had a big move up after the earnings. And look at the next day. It just wouldn't go down. This is huge strength here. At least from a technical perspective. Again, this is 10-day moving average here. So this is the equipment group, starting to show lots of strength on the 10-day. Onto AMKR dial. So all these are showing really strong strength right now. Now, at some point, it's going to pull back. So, just be aware of that. So, um, if you miss the breakout point, or the move after the earnings gap up, it might be a little bit extended. So just, be careful of that. But in general, now we're getting into the apparel clothing manufacturing, which is surprisingly really strong. Obviously, things are opening up in the business world, and there's more retail people going to start shops, and school is starting soon again. So it's not surprising to see people going out and shop for clothes. Cosmetic, personal care, also another strength. Really nice uptrend right now. You can see they're moving up in the prestige consumer again, really strong. Electronic miscellaneous products, there's some strength here. Synaptics, Tremble, all these are showing. I'm highlighting the stocks that are showing nice 10-day moving average moving upward nicely, and they could have more room to move depending where they're at. So again, they are following the market trend right now. So this is the building products just now. Again, now we're coming back to apparel, shoes. More focus on just apparel and shoes here. Nice uptrend. Lululemon just report, and see looks like a new uptrend might begin here. Super mini market surprisingly make a big move this week again due to earning results showing good analysts like it. So we now jump into industrials. The building product group also showing some strength. Echo, Builders First Source also showing some strength, right? This is another one. Mueller Water Products, um, Water Technologies. So all these companies providing some sort of home products or services. Commercial market research also showing some good ones. Gartner, S&P Global, Thomson Reuters, right? Excel service for outsourcing also showing nice move right now. So commercial service staffing has been, on a slow, steady uptrend. It's not as strong, but recently it's starting to make big move. So a sign, so something to watch out for. Um, so now we're at the electronic parts as well. Yeah, not bad, nice trend. Right? Some of these stocks in the industrial, are boring, but they're showing really nice uptrend. Machinery, general industrial, rest not. So this one is the transportation truck. So that group is really strong too. So I just want to talk about the health sector right now. The biotech definitely had a huge, run, and then we had this climax run right here. Now, I only call it climax run just because it broke a upward trend line. So if I go back to this, if I draw this along the highs here, you can see it broke it broke through, right, the trend line. So this would be a good sell day for those who own this stock, at least partial, not necessarily all of it. Like we don't know if this is gonna bounce back again, right? It's hard to say right now, but it's nice to take some profit there. Moderna also, has similar. Now this one show less of a climax run, but you know, it still broke through. If you should, it still broke through the trend line. So again, that could be a good day to sell partial, take some profit because it's a big gain. Depending where you buy it at, it has done like both BioNTech and Moderna make a huge run recently. So even this guy Novo Nordisk in the ethical drugs group also did a similar climax run here. So now we're going to start to see for these stocks because they had such a huge run, we're going to start to see some pullback and maybe testing the 10-day, right? So watch the 10-day. It might pull back to the 10-day. If it fell through the 10-day, then it might have more downturn, right? So something to watch out for. Pfizer also doing well. Um, Diva, outpatient home care, again showing a nice, focus on the 10-day moving average. No, most stocks will pull back to it to give you a potential to buy. So watch for that if you don't want to buy at the current level. Here's another one. So this is the products group, really strong. This is really strong trend line. You see that right now. Obviously, there was a break here, a pullback. And every time it pull back, so like say it pull back to the 10 or the 21 day, watch for those. Here's Origin doing really well. Biolab, Fusion. Again, all these stock charts are showing. Look how tight it's trading. Like, after such a big run, you expect it to drop further down. Not only did it not drop further down, it closed near the top of the range on the day it pulled back. And look at the volume. Again, on a down day when the volume is low, this is a sign that people are unwilling to sell. Now, you never know if selling would pick up, but at least this is a good sign, right? So, it's a hold. It's a signal for holding at least for now. Quest Diagnostics doing really well as well. Intuitive Surgical, this is really nice uptrend right now. We saw this uptrend here, took a break, pull back here, and then now it's going again, right? Omnicell. Okay, so now we're getting into a little bit of the banks here, like foreign banks. So, it's starting to show this nice uptrend now on the financial side. And, the yield has gone up a little bit, like I think it's like 1.29 or something on Friday, from 1.22 earlier in the week, which was, quite low. So that's why the financials are starting to move. If the yield start to move up again, we're going to see the financials move up. And so something to pay attention to, right? That's really because that's really where they're gonna make more money is based on that yield and the difference. So watch for that, and like I said, a lot of financial stocks are starting to show bullish pattern most of them are still in the base, right? So you know, you can buy at the 50-day when they pull above it. You can draw a trend line, and then if it cross that trend line, which is around here, you can buy more aggressively when it goes above the 10-day on strong volume or with a huge gap up. There's many ways to buy it, but most of them. So this one's actually out of the base. So that's a nice one. This one is also out of the base. So these are the consumer loans. That's a really strong group right now. You can see, so this one just broke out right here. Regional management corp, so again, all in all, the financial group are showing lots of strength right now. Green Dot, this is a more newer name and it's getting traction right now. XP Financial Investment Banker Group. Brookfield Asset Management, so even the property guys are doing well. And Diamond Hill Investment. So this investment management group is actually quite strong right now. So that's a good sign. So BRTS, Insurance Life. So the insurance group pick up this recent week. Again, you can see it was because of the earnings, but it did follow through and start moving up. So that's a good sign. This is the real estate development group, and JLL Jones Lang really is showing power move. Only one day down in the last like how many days. So I don't know how long this trend will go, but this is the strong trend right now. So that's pretty much it in terms of this week. Again, if you like this video, give us thumbs up. You can email us at this address, and we do provide educational and research service. Let us know what you think, and talk to you next time. Bye now.